Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, yesterday, Morara Kebaso was on JKI Live at Citizen TV with Jeff Koinange. To some extent, the discussion got somewhere and there was a clash with the State House operators. But beside this, Morara got a good opportunity to dismantle the president's lies and expose the corruption in government.
We just have a president that lies. He cannot escape any opportunity to lie to Kenyans. Recently, there was an opportunity to lie about university funding, and he could not let the minister lie. He had to take it up for himself and lie and say that he received a HELB loan in 1987 when actually HELB itself was constituted in the 1990s. He just can't help it. The president's word should mean something to the people of Kenya. The president's word should mean something. It should be valuable. When the president tells you, I will do, it should be law. But now we have a president who just promises and promises and promises, but he has no intention of doing it. Just playing politics throughout and the politics of dishonesty. This is a one-term president. We can't have this. If he doesn't resign before 2027, then he's a one-term president because he's not going to win that election in 2027.
Now, along the discussion, there was the issue of phone calls and job opportunities, where Morara alleged that he got a phone call, first of all, from the people around the president, State House operators, and then eventually a call from the president. He was offered a job so that he can keep himself busy rather than going around and trying to expose some of the things that he's trying to do to show Kenyans really what is happening on the ground. And after that, then a shock came in when a phone call was made from State House.
Yeah. And State House has called you. You've had calls from the president himself.
Initially, I had calls from people around the president. Then eventually, I got a call from the president. I spoke to him very respectfully because he's our president and he has been given that mandate by the people. And whatever I was offered, I refused. I was offered a state position. Serikali ni kubwa. Come, we find you something. But I believe it's overcrowded over there. There are enough people over there. And being a brilliant person and a person of integrity, I believe that if I go into government, I'm going there to be corrupt because there's too much demand for corruption. There's too much demand for you to steal money and give to certain people. So for that reason, I'll not be comfortable. I'll be depressed working there. I'd rather stay at my furniture shop and do my business. Truthfully speaking.
Ukakata?
Yeah.
Ukakata?
Nilikata.
Now, Morara's allegation on Citizen TV forced the State House spokesperson, Hussein Mohammed, to make a phone call at Citizen TV live interview to interject Morara. His claim is that Morara is lying. Ruto did not make any phone call to him. No job offer was attempted toward him. He was not coerced in any way. That is the State House spokesperson. So imagine of this, an interview going on, then someone forced to make a phone call in the middle of the interview from State House. What is the meaning of this?
Jeff, it's just unbelievable. I mean, I wasn't following, but I was told about this. I'm just shocked at what the gentleman, Morara, is saying. I wonder why he would lie on national TV that the president called him. I mean, it's ridiculous that I have to respond to this, but let me do it because you, Jeff, you're my friend. We work together, but you let it happen on TV as well, on national TV. So, for the record, such a call never happened. It's a figment of his imagination. But what is more shocking, Jeff, is that you can allow anyone to come on TV and tell you such a thing without demanding any proof or substantiation, and you just buy it, hook, line, and sinker. I mean, all you should have done, at the very least, is say that that is, or those are his words, and it's an alleged claim from him, not just to accept and say that, okay, the president called him. Anybody can say that. Many people say that.
Now, as we continue with the panel discussion, just a quick request for those who are watching and who are not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, Samasa, thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, State House and Hussein Mohammed had an option of keeping silent and let this issue to go. The issue of phone calls did not start today. Remember, at some point after the government spokesperson Isaac Mwaura had a press briefing, there were photos that were shared. People did some editing with the allegation that finally Kebaso and Isaac Mwaura were exchanged numbers and has been offered a job. That time, those photos were being largely shared by UDA bloggers. What was the meaning behind that? They had something. So this did not start today. But now, let us look into Hussein Mohammed's phone call. By the fact that Hussein made a phone call, it confirms the desperate move to try and sanitize the awkward situation that they have found themselves in. Ruto is in an awkward situation, but he has to look for ways to sanitize the situation that he's in. Morara has really done a good job going around the country to remind Kenyans what happens after William Ruto has gone to an extent of launching a project, then tunabaki na jina yake iko pale. On the tombstone, there is his name. But the project never kick off. Wamejipata mahali pabaya. So, they are trying to save themselves. That's why Morara goes ahead to say that the bad and the sad thing is that they have a honest man forced to lie on their behalf on live TV. It is so awkward. They had an option of keeping quiet. I don't want to discuss the issue, but by the fact that State House made a phone call, it shows the panic and desperate. Because there are serious issues that Morara is raising. Mambo ya phone call na kazi, it is just simple thing. Whether he was called or not. Haina ukubwa or what. Lakini by the fact that they have been exposed in their failures. Hawangelala usingizi haingekuja. So they had to make phone call. It shows. Hawa watu indeed Morara amewaguza mahali pabaya. But again, Hussein Mohammed in his capacity as State House spokesperson going live on air on that phone call, it also shows that he was desperately attempting to intimidate Citizen TV as a media house. Jeff Koinange is a journalist, and Morara Kebaso as an individual who is trying to oversight the government. So we see State House attempting to intimidate these individuals. That was meant to intimidate so that they can stop the interview or change the discussion or, make Morara not to, continue with this trajectory of exposing the government in the way he was doing it. hawakutaka aendelee na njia alikuwa anafanya to expose the government. So you make calls. Those calls are meant to intimidate. Otherwise, what was the meaning of that call? Haikuwa na umuhimu wote. And of course, we have a lying president. So even they can make phone call and lie. But because what they were looking for failed, and now they've been exposed on live TV, they have to come on, using the powers and privilege at their disposal to intimidate Kenyans. That was one of the reasons why Mohammed was to make that phone call. Ukiona, in State House spokesperson. That's a man who speaks on behalf of William Ruto. The government spokesperson speaks on behalf of the government. But State House spokesperson speaks on behalf of the president. So look at that. Huyo ni sawa na Kazedena. So, despite all this, the interview continued. And a lot was shared. From failed projects, government paying the contractor, but nothing to show at the end of the day. It means they give with this hand and take back with this hand. Kifata contractor utapata pesa zilichukuliwa. This is the same president, while he was the deputy president, used to go to a church and give 6 million in Harambee, then takes back 4 million, anawaachia mbili. But in public, wanajua milioni 6. Whooping 6 million was given in Harambee. Kumbe, ilikuwa ni milioni 1 au 2, ama nusu milioni, yenye libaki kwa ile kanisa. What do you expect when you go ahead to vote for such kind of a person? Matokeo ni kama haya. So, let no one intimidate any Kenyan who is willing to oversight the government. We need more people to play the oversight role, because finally, we are aware we have a government who has gone in bed with the opposition. So it's upon Kenyans to take over the mantle to oversight the government.